outweighs him by 100 pounds.
Here's Culpepper. Screen pass. Nothing doing. Armstead had it read. Robert Smith made the reception, but perhaps he shouldn't have. Jesse Armstead.
That's the thing that Jesse Armstead can do. You know, we pointed that out earlier, that he can make up ground because he has that quickness and explosiveness. And you just watch him, and then he's a good tackler. I mean, he goes right there where he goes right for the knees and the ankle, and there's no way that Robert Smith is going to run through or out of it.
He saw it coming right from the very beginning.
Listen to this crowd. This is great.
Minnesota's got it in exit.
This is football in New York.
Culpepper. Lost the ball, gets it back at about the 21.
I think maybe Keith Hamilton had a better year as a defensive lineman than Michael Strahan, but not the last 2 games. There's Lawrence Taylor. He was here at practice yesterday. After practice, he talked to the team, and it was kind of fun to sit there. I stood there and watched the guys as Lawrence Taylor talked. You know, not watch Lawrence Taylor, but just watch the guys, and they know that this guy is one of the greatest giants of them all, and they all respect.
2nd and 4. Barber circles left, and Barber circles out of bounds in Minnesota territory.
They're starting to get tired and run down, so they brought Fernando Smith in to play more against the run.
2nd and 10. Collins throws complete. Caught by Ike Hilliard. Ike Hilliard made the reception.
Well, I tell you, they're playing dynamic football. You know, I've been on 2 Super Bowl teams, and I tell you, none of the teams I were on did it quite like they're doing it today. This is great.
All right, now 10 years ago, down in Tampa, Giants won the Super Bowl. Is it looking good again this time?
Well, you know, they're playing Burry-inspired football, and I think right now they feel that they can win, and that's the most important part. They know they're doing something special, and their process is doing something special. I look forward for them to take this game in Tampa.
You got the blue and red on here. That Superman jersey sort of looks Supermanish right there.
No, this is my Giant jersey. Go Giants.
Thanks a lot, LT.
Thank you.
Back up to you, Pat and John.
Want to shut it down.
Collins again. Ike Hilliard had his eyes on the end zone as the pass is complete.
Because, you know, for an offensive lineman, when you get a lead like this is the most fun football. I mean, this is when all the fun starts. I mean, these guys, these Minnesota Vikings are really back in their heels, and whether they slipped early or they just couldn't take the onslaught, they.
Culpepper, a lot of time. Intercepted by Sehorn in the end zone. He timed it perfectly. That's an athlete.
Yeah, what's that thing about Will?
Yeah.
You know, the Giants have broken the Minnesota Vikings' will. The Giants have taken their will. The Giants have the will now.
Amazing. Let's go down to D.J. Johnson real quick as you look at Bob Tisch.
Hey, Pat and John, the sound you hear is the sound of the team that just made it to the Super Bowl. They've even got the sideline reporter a hat. I mean, this is getting good down here. You know, I talked to Jesse Armstead yesterday. He said no matter what they've done this year, they can't get the respect they deserve. He said sometimes if they don't give it to you, you just got to go out and take it. They went here and took it today. Back up to you, Pat.
All right, you better get that hat cut down in size a little bit.
No, Lomas Brown was standing right behind him, and when he got off camera, remember, this is where it started.
Carson Parcells
trying to get Bill Parcells. Well, Parcells had some pretty good moves back in the day. And they set up, Bill Belichick set up Harry Carson.
He still got some pretty good moves.
Jim Fossil got a double dip last week.
Yeah.
They got him a couple of times.
They'll get him again. And they got Fox last week, too, didn't they?
Right, they sure did. They had like 3 or 4 buckets going at the end of the game.
Garrett to Montgomery.
He's a guy that, you know, when we needed something, he was always there for us. And, you know, I mean, he's the first guy in the booth. And
if I've ever seen or known anyone who really... There it goes. Faso. Or known anyone who really... There it goes. Faso. Montgomery gets the carry.
Jim Faso, how could he not know better?
Well, he knew it was coming.
No, he didn't know it was coming.
Of course he did.
No, you got to get in a hunker or
Sure
something.
he did.
No, you saw Parcells.
Yeah.
Parcells knew it was coming. Watch him. I mean, that's terrible. And when you get a hit like that, that's terrible. I mean, you should never, ever, ever in your life take a hit like that.
And did that? You had some Gatorade this morning.
I know I did.
You were feeling bad when we got on the bus this morning.
I was dehydrated. I had to go into the Giants locker room and get some hydration.
Fossil goes to top the shoulders. You've been through that, John. And you and I have been through 20 years.
Yep. Those are 20 great years, and this is a great feeling right here. And now we're going to have the crowning, because the Giants won the NFC Championship today, and we're going to have the presentation out on the field.
So don't go away. They'll be setting up a platform in the middle of the field, and I'd imagine that most of these fans will stay right where they are, and they have.
Well, these are great fans. I mean, they waited, and this is the last game they're going to have here.
Trophy representing the NFC champion New York Giants. Please say hello to Mr. Ed McCaskey of Chicago Bears.
Harry, how are you?
I'm
Glad
fine,
to
sir.
see you. I think it's only proper that George Halas' favorite daughter, Virginia, present the trophy to Bob Tisch and Welmara.
All right, Ed. How you doing, Virginia?
This has been a fun time. And we're so happy to be here to present the George Halas Trophy to the Mara family, our long association with them, to Bob Tisch, Ernie Accorsi, and especially Coach Jim Fassel and all the Giants. Congratulations!
All right, Mr. Mara. I would pick that trophy up, sir, but it's awfully heavy. Mr. Mara, you've been around an awfully long time. Have you ever seen anything like this Giant football team?
No, I haven't. And bear in mind, this is the Giant team that was referred to as the worst team ever to win the home field advantage in the National Football League. And today, on this field of painter's mud, we proved that we're the worst team ever to win the National Football Conference Championship. And I'm happy to say that in 2 weeks, we're going to try to become the worst team ever to win the Super Bowl.
Packets, that's number 1. Ike Hilliard.
And these were all strikes.
That's 2 to Greg Camella. Scrambling. That's 3 to Juravicius. To Hilliard again. To Almani Toomer. Those are the 5.
You know, he really did spread it around, but
here we go with the NFC Championship. Giant Stadium has won one NFC title game there. It was a shutout, 17-0 and 86 for those G-men. That's Jim Fassel and these G-men. Kerry Collins. First quarter, the game turned when the Giants won the coin flip. Collins, the well-dressed Amani Toomer, missed a couple of days of practice. Doesn't look like it here, 16 yards. Collins, play action. Oh, and the Giants, you knew they were going to come out running, right, Tom? Wrong. Toomer 10 yards out of bounds. Collins, Ike Hilliard, Keith Thibodeau on the Thibodeaus. Can't get him. Ike Hilliard, touchdown. G-Man, 7-0. While LT and the Giants look on, it couldn't get any better than this. Mo Williams Troy Walters, it's a loose ball. Mo, Larry, Curley, they all fumble it. Lyle West is on there for the Giants. Next play from the 18, and you go for the jugular. Collins to Greg Camella. We've been talking about that Collins-Camella combination all year long. 14-0, G-Man.
Great play call on the shooting up. You're going to see Dwayne Rudd in coverage right there, arrowed. Trouble keeping his footing right there around the 10-yard line. Camilla, nice catch, good footwork.
Still first quarter on their own, what, 1? Collins, 2. Tom, is there a Viking playing pass defense? Where are they? 3 plays later, 3rd and 13. Is there a Viking playing? Well, let's play prevent defense and give him 20 yards. Collins to Hilliard, 15 yards. Look at Kerry Collins. A bit of bad luck here as the ball is tipped at the line by a Viking, Hovan, off the face mask of Ron Dane. And here comes Minnesota, the turning point of the game. Robert Tate has the interception.
As you said, Hovan gets the tip at the line of scrimmage. Ron Dane lost track of the football, hits him in the helmet right there, and Tate with a fairly easy interception. And you thought this might be a turning point for the Vikings.
Some of the great Giants like Kelce introduced before the game. And so he's trying to inspire his defense, and boy, were they inspired. Dante Culpepper looking for Chris Carter. Emmanuel McDaniel with a big pick in the end zone. G-Man defense.
And what a great playoff Michael Strahan is having, working against Corey Stringer right here. Look at the power rush, throws him off at the end, and that pressure helped cause the pick in the end zone.
Well, he did it to Runyon last week. He did to Stringer today. And here's more defense.
Yeah, Cedric Jones coming around the corner on Culpepper. Michael Strahan coming from the top of the screen just beats Corey Stringer around that corner. Boy, the defense was fired up for the Giants.
Michael Barrow right there, and LT applauding the D. Later in the second, it's the offense of the Giants. And what an offense this was. Collins to Ron Dixon, who had that big kick return last week. Oh, what a catch he makes. 44 yards. 2 plays later, another Giant back at the wideout. It's that famed Collins to Joe Juravicius combination. That's beautiful. Fernando Smith couldn't catch Collins. 24-0, G-Man.
Good play coming from all areas defensively. Jason Sehorn on Randy Moss out in the flat. Limits the yardage there. 4 or 5 yard gain. 2 plays later, 3rd and 1. Watch John Davis and watch the smack right there by Dave Thomas.
Dave Thomas, Rick Moranis, the McKenzie brothers, all of them playing defense. And it's for the Viking offense. What? They watched the Giants play offense. Collins to Ike Hilliard, who had an unbelievable day. 10 catches for Hilliard. That was 28 yards. Collins, Hilliard, touchdown before the half. The lay-in, 34-0. G-Man. In the third quarter, after a Culpepper fumble on the first play, Collins to Monty Toomer. He's going to spike it. No, his hands are so good. It's 41-0. G-Man. Harry Carson, Wellington Mara, the classy owner. Mel Hines, all the Hall of Famers are there. For Chris Carter, Randy Moss, stunning. Jim Fossil, wet. 7-0 since he said we're going places. And look at Jesse Armstead. Remember, they battled a year ago. And look at them arm in arm. Kerry Collins. We'll get to his numbers in a moment because he was absolutely fantastic. Well, we'll get to him now. 5 touchdown passes, 28 of 39 for 381. 2 quarterbacks in postseason play. LaMonica and Steve Young have had 6 touchdown passes. Collins joins 1 of 5 now that's had 5 in postseason play. Afterward, Jaws with maybe the G-Man, one of the newest G-Men, but one of the oldest players in the league, savoring it.
Lomas Brown, you are going to the Super Bowl. How do you feel?
Man, I feel so great out there. Oh, man, it feels so great, Ron. It feels so
41 points. Did you ever expect this kind of explosion out of your offense?
I mean, we knew we were capable of doing it, and we knew we had to come out here and help our defense because they played so awesome. Man, it feels so good, and I'm so happy. I'm so proud to be a New York Giant.
You got to be a little bit shocked by the way you dominated.
Oh, man, this is how we felt all week. You know, it was all talk about Minnesota's offense and our defense, and we kept our mouth shut and just let it play out today, and it was amazing.
Did you really think you'd shut out this explosive offense of the Vikings?
With Coach Fox came with that attitude. You know, they want points on us.
But Coach Fox had the attitude. He said he didn't want no points on the board. So, hey, we got to do what he say.
All right, Jesse. Congratulations. Good luck in Tampa. Back to you, Boomer.
All right, Josh, outstanding. The Giants have now won 7 in a row. Their last loss when many folks gave up on them when they were beaten by the Lions November 19th. 7 in a row since then. Hilliard caught 10. Toomer caught 6. Hilliard was 10 for 155. And as we roll on, Jim Fossil. Well, he could stand pretty tall.
One team in this league that already calls himself America's team. But I told him, I said, you know what? We're living the American dream. We're the American dream. Where if you, in this country or playing in this league, if you got a belief, you got a determination, you got teamwork, there pretty much isn't anything you can accomplish if you got some talent. We have talent. I mean, they got great focus right now, and I'm just excited that we're going to the Super Bowl. I think we shocked a lot of people, but we didn't shock ourselves.
It's not like we're new at this. It's not like we're new in the game.
Fax is a game plan over to us on Tuesday night, and put a little note on it. He said, "John Cougar Mellencamp, best stuff we do." All right, that was his message.
What's in Tampa?
The Super Bowl this year, right?
Excuse me, what did you say?
The Super Bowl.
We have a little static in the mic. What did you say one more time?
I think it's the Super Bowl.
I think he said Super Bowl, people. Watch out. The Giants are coming.
Why not? I mean, my God. You heard Kerry Collins say that Sean Payton, a coordinator, calls the plays, faxed the game plan on Tuesday night.
Yes.
I got to think there was a moment, Tommy, the players' day off on Tuesday.
Yes.
Jim Fossil, his offensive staff, are looking at film at the third time. But wait a minute. Turn on the lights. Shut off the projectors. Oh, my God. We didn't realize we could do this to the Vikings. Let's change this game plan. My goodness, this was over in a hurry.
Well, I think they certainly saw something. And, you know, if you look at the Vikings losing 4 of their last 5 football